I'm Jason Hancock, the lead engineer for IRA Apparel. The product development foundation was the base materials. We went through numerous cycles, numerous prototypes and material samples from various companies and all sorts. Initially, the concept started out with some sort of gel or silicone based. We tried different profiles and different thicknesses, but that quickly went by the wayside just because of overall weight and breathability. So we eventually landed on a more of a foam structure, which is what we currently have now. The foam we chose is actually a performance grade open cell urethane foam. It actually uses what the manufacturer calls smart molecules that actually harden on impact. So it actually increases the performance and increases the protection when it's needed most. Patent pending technology that we're working on is more than just a cap. It's more than just a liner. It's the actual material technology. It's the sequence of having outer and inner shells, a polycarbonate liner in the middle to help disperse the load and disperse the impact. Overall, the combination of the materials outperforms each individual material on its own, which gives the overall package deal more protection, more performance. As we were going and developing the product and coming up with different ideas and designs, the question was always looming over us as to what does it do and does it actually work? Does it perform and actually give protection? And is there any way to quantify that? Joking around, said, well, why don't we just crush some melons? And we were like, well, that's funny, but that will actually show us something. Let's try it. So we went out, bought a bunch of melons and pumpkins, and dropped them from a set height. We were specific about it. We would drop just a raw melon from a set height, and then we would do the same set height by putting the melon actually in the ball cap with the skull cap liner, same as you would have it on your head. Dropped it from the same height, and consistently the melon with the liner did not break from the same height. We were able to get about 30 to 40% additional height, dropping it without it before it actually broke. Another test that we did was a pumpkin test. It was right around Halloween time and we wanted to be festive, so we got a bunch of pumpkins and we actually rented a pitching machine. Set it to fast pitch, set up the pumpkins, and shot baseball at it at a set distance, and it turned up the speed until it actually would crack the pumpkin. From there, we didn't change any settings, put the skull cap liner over the pumpkin, shot the ball again, and it did not break through and it did not crack the pumpkin. So although we couldn't quantify percentages on those tests, it definitely showed that it's helping and providing a layer of protection. We went to a local San Diego test lab, an accredited test facility that does all sorts of impact, vibration. They helped us up with a custom test jig that we created to drop a mass from a set distance onto a load cell. We also had an accelerometer hooked into the mass itself, so we could check accelerations, G-force. The result was actually even better than we thought. We tested against a baseline of nothing, and we had about 30 samples of combinations of different materials, thicknesses, densities, with or without the plastic liner, and that's what drove us to the product that we have today. So we actually have numbers against it, and we're using that to select our final material. We've already established that there's a scientific benefit to the material combination that we have. We want to take it to another level. Designed to be flat for shipping and storage, and remains versatile for various adult and youth hat sizes. We want to also address specific specification and testing requirements and certifications, so that we're actually going to meet certain standards and make sure that we're the safest that we could possibly be. With the Kickstarter funds, one of the aspects that we want to explore more is to dig even deeper into testing various options and various parts and combinations to really hone in on the design itself.